I've gone back and watched the tape. I've taken a deep dive into the analytics, and the New York Giants' Week 1 loss just got 100 times worse. I'll tell you what I mean by that, but first, I want you to get in the comment section and give me your one-word reaction to the loss for the New York Giants. Sound off for me down below. This is New York Giants Now by Chat Sports, and I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for rolling in. Let's get right into it. The loss, it hurts. It stung in the moment. And growing up, playing football, I realized that the tape, it's never as good as you think, and when you lose, it's never as bad as you think. Well, I actually think that it was worse in this situation. The Giants are the first team to not score a touchdown in 3 straight season openers for the first time since 1940 and 1942, the Detroit Lions. But it gets worse. The New York Giants were the only team that did not score a touchdown that kicked off in the 1 p.m. window in Week 1 of the 2025 NFL season. I'm struggling to find words to paint this picture. The New York Giants offense is broken. It was broken, really, in that 40-0 game against the Dallas Cowboys. It has not recovered since. And I've just come to this conclusion. The New York Giants are easy to game plan against because we've seen different quarterbacks. We've seen different play callers. We've seen different offensive line coaches. We've seen different wide receivers. But we continue to see the Brian Daboll offense be called, and we continue to see a lack of scoring points. They don't do it. Brian Daboll's scheme is easy to game plan against. And another thing is, the New York Giants are allergic to scoring touchdowns in the red zone. Yesterday, or today, whatever it is, they didn't score inside the 10-yard line. 11 plays inside the 10-yard line for the New York Giants. 13 in the red zone. And they scored 3 points. 3 points. How is that possible? Oh, wait. I know that's how that's possible. Because it's a Brian Daboll offensive scheme. They've been this way since he took over. Outside of the first year, where it was Mike Kafka calling the plays. And I think this shows you what it takes to be a good team. Playoff team. Horrible team. Horrible team. Horrible team in Week 1. Hopefully TBD. If you are going to be the worst or the second worst red zone touchdown percentage team, you're going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. So you are doing all-time stuff that an NFL team has not done since 1940. You had 13 plays inside the red zone and you scored 3 points. The offense looks allergic to scoring points. And the quarterback that you kicked out of the building had his best day in a regular season game, leading his team to a blowout win. Daniel Jones, 22 of 29, 298 passing yards, a hat trick of touchdowns, and the first quarterback in NFL history to lead a team on a scoring drive every single drive. That feels like a kick in the nuts. I can't believe it. Oh, and you know what else I can't believe? The New York Giants offensive line still stinks. It is still bad. They still cannot pass protect. John Michael Schmitz in year 3. You are towing that bus line, my man. Greg Van Roten, the game might have passed you by. I said it when the Giants signed John Runyon. He's okay. It's not worth the money. Jermaine Illuminor was okay. And James Hudson wasn't very good. Russell Wilson was pressured on 22 of his 45 dropbacks. He was pressured 49% of the time. And like we told you, Russell Wilson is not good under pressure. This isn't Seattle, Russ, where you can create behind the line of scrimmage, break sacks, get out of the pocket, and make plays downfield. On those dropbacks under pressure, 5 of 16 for 51 yards with an 18.2% success rate. He was bad against pressure, but that's nothing new. Russell Wilson has been bad against pressure for a long time. His PFF grades under pressure, 52, 51.6, 54, 53. It's not his game. You got Russell Wilson to try to create explosive plays down the field quickly. That's Russell Wilson's curveball. That's his pitch. A one-step drop, throwing a go ball on the outside. And even those passes today look shaky, ladies and gentlemen. Do I want Jackson Dart playing behind this offensive line? No. Do I think playing Jackson Dart behind this offensive line instead of Russell Wilson can help you win games? I do. Because Jackson Dart can handle pressure. Jackson Dart is still mobile. Jackson Dart can create behind the line of scrimmage with his legs to throw the ball downfield. Whether you like it or not, it's ticking. The time is ticking on Russell Wilson. And Jackson Dart, his clock, is starting to tick. Hopefully Andrew Thomas returns versus the Dallas Cowboys. He doesn't fix all your problems. Not at all. But it should help. It should allow more time for Russell Wilson. Should allow more time for potentially Jackson Dart. I don't know if the Giants are going to bench Russell Wilson. I'd probably say no. But I'll say this. If you get to halftime in week 2 and you still haven't scored an offensive touchdown, you might see number 6 under center to start that third quarter. I want to say we're on to week 2, but I still have to talk about this game a couple more times. But we're on to beating the Dallas Cowboys reporting the sub battle. If you love the Giants and you want free videos every day, multiple videos every single day, hit that subscribe button right now. We're trying to beat the Dallas Cowboys report, our rival channel here at Chat Sports, and subscribers picked up this week. So if you want to beat the Cowboys, hit that sub button. Shout out to my man Bobby Skinner of the Giants Nation show. He's crushing it. Elite pull on this stat right here. A lot of people are going to say, Marshall, the defense wasn't that bad. They only gave up 21 points. Well, it was really 24. They got gifted a 3-point deduction from the Commander's scoreboard because Jayden Daniels threw the ball away. This was legitimately one of the worst second down defenses in NFL history. On 2nd and 16, Giants gave up a 16-yard pass. On 2nd and 19, 2 times, Giants gave up a 13-yard pass and then an 11-yard run. On 2nd and 21, a 9-yard pass and a 21-yard pass. On 2nd and 19, 8-yard pass, incompletion, then a punt. On 2nd and 14, a defensive holding, auto first down. 2nd and 17, 12-yard run, then a 19-yard pass. 2nd and 15, a 15-yard pass. Any time, which was rare, the New York Giants won first down and they forced themselves into an advantageous second down on defense. Shane Bowen, when it's 2nd and 16, he had just got a drop by Brian Burns into coverage, my man. No complimentary football by the Giants. Who would have thought? Did the defense only give up 21 points? Yes. But, man, it was so much worse than that. 6.6 yards per play. 432 yards of total offense. Jayden Daniels said it after the game. He played sloppy. We played sloppy. He's right. That was about a C-plus game for the Washington Commanders. I thought Jayden Daniels was actually, bad. Missing multiple throws to open receivers. He had Terry McLaurin wide open for a touchdown down the left side. Didn't hit him. And the rush defense. Rush defense again. I mean, how could the rush defense be better? You had Roy Robertson Harris. 32 carries, 220 yards. 6.9 yards per carry. A lot of stuff to fix before you head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys in week 2. I'll try to be a little positive here. Abdul Carter was awesome. And when I went back and watched every single one of his pass rush snaps, it even proved even more so that he is that good. And you know what I don't want to see him doing again? Being wasted as a spy. If Abdul Carter was allowed to just blitz off the edge every play, he might have had 2-3 sacks. And he would have had a higher pressure rate than he did, which was already great. You are wasting him by putting him in a spot where he just has to sit there in the A-gap and contain. Let the hunter go and hunt. Let him go capture his prey. Let him loose. And if you can't Shane Bowen, they need to let you loose and go get somebody that can turn this defense up. Got a couple more thoughts coming up around the corner, but get your Abdul Carter jersey today. Chatsports.com/Carter. Chatsports.com/Carter. Get your Abdul Carter jersey today. The rookie, he was for real. 2 pressures, under 2.5 sacks. Had a half a sack. They changed that with the Kayvon Thibodeaux play, and he blocked a punt. Nah, let's have him spy. A joke. Throw scoreboard top on there with that, if you could. Let's go to the running game for the Giants, because that wasn't good, and that one was extremely noticeable to me. The Giants' offensive line could not create a push, and the Giants' running backs weren't able to make anything of it. It's a dependent position, and when there's no holes there, it's tough. 15 carries for 30 rushing yards. Skattebo had his best play as a receiver. You get inside the red zone, inside the goal line. We're not handing him the rock all that often. 15 carries, 30 rushing yards for the running backs. Not going to win many football games doing that. I remember doing the video the day after Russell Wilson was signed. Brought my friend Jack Sperry onto the channel. What did he tell us that Russell Wilson needs? A strong running game and time to throw. What do the Giants have today? A weak running game and no time to throw. That's why he put up 6 points. Brian Burns was good. I did think Brian Burns was good. It's hard to hand out awards to Brian Burns and Abdul Carter, and even Kayvon Thibodeaux was solid as well. But when you give up 430 yards, the way the Giants did, I just feel wrong handing out congratulations to a defense. But I thought Kayvon had a nice tackle for loss. He had a couple plays where he was in the backfield making plays. Brian Burns is a freak. We know that. I didn't see much from Dexter Lawrence. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know if he's not in shape. I don't know what it is. It can't just be 5. It can't just be 0, and it can't just be 51. I have no worry about Dexter Lawrence. Not his best day. Is what it is. I think he'll be ready to go versus Dallas. What's your number one takeaway from the game? We're 6 hours removed at this point. What's your number one takeaway? Mine is, I hope Micah McFadden gets healthy soon. They're going to be really needing someone to step up in the middle of the defense. Middle of the defense got thrashed all day long. Run game, pass game. Bobby Okereke is not an NFL player anymore. He's too slow, not agile, can't tackle, can't cover. He's not an NFL player anymore. Unreal. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. We'll have another video on the channel tomorrow morning. We'll go live in the afternoon.